Hello and welcome to HBM's Crypto Corner for Wednesday, April 15th, 2020, which normally would be tax day, but since the coronavirus is drifting around, that has been extended for those who haven't paid their taxes yet. Anyway, we have a few things to talk about, so let's get started. How did monkeys get across the Atlantic to South America? Well, they rafted across. Apparently, fossil teeth were uncovered in Peru, which revealed that an extinct family of primates thought to have lived only in Africa made it across the ocean. The capuchin and woolly monkeys first came to the New World by floating across the Atlantic Ocean on mats of vegetation and earth. This was 30 million years ago. So, is it possible that Sasquatch and anomalous primates could do the same thing and would know to do the same thing? Who knows? These monkeys knew more than 30 million years ago. Who's to say that Sasquatch wouldn't know? The thylacine, or the Tasmanian tiger, has supposedly been extinct since the 1930s. However, media companies are paying $50,000 to find the Tasmanian tiger. Neil Waters, the founder and head of the Thylacine Awareness Group of Australia, and one of the best-known seekers of the thylacine, has been awarded a $50,000 grant by winning the Pitch Australiana competition and will use it to develop and shoot a documentary on his hunt for any of the creatures still in hiding. Is this the incentive he needs? We'll explore new evidence in the growing civilian movement that are challenging the long-held belief that Tasmanian tigers are extinct. The documentary will follow Neil Waters, a middle-aged gardener in remote northeast Tasmania, as he quits his day job and commits his life savings to search for the ancient beast. Pitch Australiana is an annual contest sponsored by Screen Australia and the Vice Media Company. It's open to new or fairly new Australian filmmakers who have at least one documentary production credit to their name. The $50,000 prize is to be used to pay for a short-form documentary to be released on Vice.com as part of the digital documentary series Australiana, which is seen in 35 countries and eventually broadcast on the air on SBS Viceland, an Australian free-to-air television channel. The winners, 4 altogether, were announced at the Australian International Documentary Conference in Melbourne. So, is it possible that the thylacine still exists, even though we've been told it's extinct? Who knows? There's a good question. Hopefully, maybe somebody can come forward with the right answer. Finally, those sightings in Oklahoma, supposedly of Bigfoot, at Turkey Mountain Urban Wilderness area, well, it turns out it was somebody dressed up in a costume for a social distancing campaign. I think I may have talked about this last week. Here's the man behind the viral Bigfoot costume at Turkey Mountain. Today, the Tulsa River Parks Department is rolling out a campaign to encourage people to get out and be active on their trails, but keep 6 feet apart. In other words, social distancing. I think it's a good idea. I don't think they were intending to hoax anybody. I think that they were really genuinely attempting to emphasize the importance of social distancing. I see nothing wrong with that. If you gotta use Bigfoot, hey, why not? I said finally with that last item. Actually, here's the finally. Book review: Sasquatch, 1960s and 1970s in-depth research of a Northwest legend, Bigfoot. Ken Coon, prepared and published by Joe Blakely and Pat Roberts. Excellent look into investigations by a little-known Bigfooter. It all started with an unpublished manuscript. Joe Blakely, one of the editors on this book, was given a manuscript which intrigued him, one which documented Ken Coon's investigations into Sasquatch Bigfoot in his home state of California, as well as other states he investigated in, such as Oregon and Washington. Coon's work is documented in full here, a 13-year journey into the world of the unexplained, with witness descriptions and interviews as well as perspective on what he believes to be 4 and possibly more different types of hairy biped nationwide. The 4 types in question are the classic Pacific Northwest Sasquatch Bigfoot, the East Coast hominids, the possibly UFO-connected creatures of western Pennsylvania, and hairy bipeds that live in the desert of southern California. All this took place in the early to mid-1970s and a bit in the 1960s, and is a fascinating look into the world of a little-known Bigfooter. We are truly fortunate to be able to now read his account of his years of diligence in seeking out the mysterious North American great ape, and this gets a solid 9.5 out of 10. And I do recommend it, by the way. And that's going to do it for this week's HBM's Crypto Corner. We, of course, want to thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope that you will continue to tune in. And stay safe and stay sane out there. This whole pandemic has got people going crazy. So, watch yourself. And y'all be good at it. This is HBM's Crypto Corner.